Welcome back to Sports Gambling Podcast Network's NFL Draft coverage. Today we're going to talk about Will Johnson on a quick NFL Draft profile, 3 strengths, 3 weaknesses, and 3 player comps. Johnson's 6'2", 202 pounds, out of Michigan, 21 years old. 2024 stats, not as great. He had 2 interceptions, 14 tackles, 3 passes defended. But he's still projected to be a mid-late first. In 2023 was his best year. Probably would have been a top 5, top 10 pick based on just that tape, just on that production. You see him with the belt, national championship. This year, he struggled with injuries. Sometimes that hurt him a little bit. He was playing hurt, so sometimes he had to make some business decisions. Wasn't as consistent in run support. Didn't show the same level of energy or same level of aggression as far as a run stopper. Also, he was beat deep, which brought some questions about not only the durability, but just overall his deep speed. Does he have the deep speed to be an elite outside corner in the NFL playing against number 1 receivers? And it brought some questions. Because of some stiffness and some lingering issues with the hamstring, he did not participate in the combine. So that brings more questions. And now he has he's got a very late pro day. So we'll see if he runs, if Will Johnson runs and runs really fast, might, shut some people up. He also could show up to the pro day and say he's a little tight and he doesn't want to do the 40. We'll find out this week. As far as what you like about him, he's a big, smooth, tall receiver. You like to have someone that is able to match, not only match the physicality, but match the size and length of some of these bigger receivers, but also against some of the smaller receivers, be able to use that size and length against them and overpower them. He's very instinctive player. You see that, he's got ball hawking ability. He's got, he really reads well in off coverage and in zone defenses. Really good body control and change direction in space, and pre-snap recognition. He's just a very headsy, very intelligent, instinctive player. And he transitions very fluidly into, whether he's got to snap the hips back or get off, whether it's going downhill to strike against pass catchers or against runners, or if double moves and things like that. Weaknesses, he had that season-ending turf toe injury. He had the hamstring injury. Just overall durability is a concern. Second and third level speed. Is he going to be able to hold up against some of the faster receivers in the NFL? And he needs to be more aggressive in rush defense. You can't have someone that is you can't have a Waldo, and defenses are gonna, that you don't want anybody in your defense that sticks out, that offenses are going to try to target, is a weakness in the defense. And if he doesn't like to tackle, then offenses are going to scheme against that and going to put him in some vicarious positions. Plus, it's just going to be tough against everyone else on the defense having to overcome that for him. As far as the comps, they're crazy. These are not my comps. These are comps from around the league. Pat Surtain, Trevon Diggs, J.C. Horn. And really we're talking about body type, play style, what this guy could be. And so very lofty comps, but he's got a whole bunch of upside. A lot of people say, other than Travis Hunter, this is the best cornerback in the class. But Jahdae Barron has passed him on a lot of boards just because of the durability, the production, and he's kind of going down in mock drafts, and Jahdae Barron is going up. But either way, I think it's going to be a top 15, top 20 pick. It's not a very good cornerback class. There's a couple slot corners, there's a couple outside corners, and then there's a big drop off. And so I think you're going to see more corners go in the first round than maybe are supposed to, just because of the lack of depth of position. So this is the Will Johnson episode. Where do you think Johnson goes? I'm going to go with the 49ers at 11 or the Dolphins at 13. I don't think he makes it past 15. All right, thanks for listening. Check out all the other episodes on Sports Gambling Podcast on YouTube.